The moment the water splashed across the glowing laptop screen, everything seemed to freeze, the hum of the office, the ticking clock, even the breath in his chest. One careless second, one trembling hand, and a single dad janitor believed he had just destroyed his only chance at keeping the job that fed his daughter. Before we go further, if you believe in kindness, second chances, and the quiet heroes among us, take a moment to like, comment, share, and subscribe, because stories like this deserve to be heard. He had been working double shifts for weeks, his body aching, his eyes heavy with sleepless nights spent worrying about bills and his little girl's school fees. Life had not been kind, but he kept moving forward, pushing a mop instead of chasing dreams, holding on to dignity in a world that barely noticed him. That morning, his thoughts were elsewhere, on his daughter's fever, when his elbow struck the desk, sending a glass of water spilling onto the CEO's open laptop. Panic surged through him like fire. This was not just any laptop. It belonged to the woman who ran the entire company, known for her sharp decisions and even sharper expectations. He imagined losing everything in an instant. But as he frantically reached to wipe the screen, something caught his eye. Through the flickering display, he saw a paused video, his own daughter's face, smiling weakly from a hospital bed. His heart stopped. The CEO had been watching a charity submission video, one he had quietly uploaded weeks ago, never expecting anyone to see it. She had been reviewing it when the accident happened. As the water dripped and the screen struggled back to life, realization dawned on her face, not anger, but something deeper, something human. That day did not end in punishment, but in understanding. The mistake that could have broken him became the moment that changed everything. If this story touched your heart, please take a moment to like, share, and let others feel it too. And before we end, comment, kindness still exists, if you believe small moments can change lives forever. The silence that followed felt heavier than any punishment he had imagined. His hands were still trembling, his uniform damp, his eyes unable to lift from the floor. But something had shifted in the room. The CEO, who had every reason to be furious, stood still, her gaze fixed not on the damaged laptop, but on the man in front of her and the story she had just witnessed through that fragile screen. She had seen many proposals, countless pleas for help, but there was something different about his. It wasn't polished, it wasn't perfect, but it was real. A tired father sitting beside his sick daughter, trying to smile for her while silently breaking inside. The video hadn't asked for sympathy, it had simply shown love, raw and unfiltered. And now, standing before her, he looked exactly the same, exhausted, scared, but still holding on. Instead of anger, she felt something unfamiliar rise within her, respect. Without saying much, she asked him to sit, something no one had likely ever offered him in that office. In that quiet moment, his fear slowly gave way to confusion, then to disbelief, as she began to ask about his daughter, his struggles, his nights spent working and worrying. By the end of the day, his life had taken a turn he never expected. Not only was his job safe, but support had been arranged for his daughter's treatment. Opportunities opened that he had never dared to dream of, simply because someone chose to look beyond a mistake and see the human behind it.